Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and in the spirit of the holiday season, Christmas is coming up, so we gotta play Elves. It's tradition. We play zombies and vampires during Halloween. We're playing Elves during the holiday season, and that's what we're doing today. We're not just any Elves, warrior Elves. That's right. We are warriors who get in the red zone with +1/+1 counters and beat your face in. These elves don't take shit from no one. If you want to see elves on this channel once a year, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com, the content site on Commander, Modern, Pioneer, and more. The Manabase is your home base for everything at Magic the Gathering. And Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. And if you want to try out Elves, that's the best place to do it. Rent the deck from Mana Traders, and you can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can get 15% off your first 3 months using my coupon code Nikachu. Alright, we're gonna have some fun today. Now, elf decks have been getting their head kicked in, especially since, you know, the metagame's not too kind to it. The Plague Engineers, the Lava Darts, the Walking Ballistas. Now, this elf deck has a new direction that it wants to go down. It's gonna play with, Bramblewood Paragon. Each other warrior creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample. Now, lo and behold, a lot of elves are warriors. Look, we got elf. Joraga Warcaller is a warrior. Nettle Sentinel is a warrior. We got Growth Chamber Guardian is a warrior. We have any other warriors here? That's enough. Who cares? Nothing else needs to be a warrior. Enough warriors that they get big, get out of range of, like, dying to stupid Lava Darts and stuff like that. Now, we're also going to be playing around Lava Dart a little bit better and Plague Engineer by playing beefier cards like Growth Chamber Guardian, already a 2/2 when it enters the battlefield. But when you adapt it, we can look for more of these Growth Chamber Guardians. Hopefully, you know, just some good grind against other decks and card advantage. Now, the really cool thing about this deck is it's using Turn Timber Symbiosis, which is, if you've got a lot of... It could be a land early on in the game, but just randomly, if you have 7 mana, which... Let's be serious, Elves always has mana. There's so many situations, they have like a million mana, they have nothing to do with it. We can look at the top 7 cards of your library and put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield, and if that card has converted mana cost 3 or less, and it enters the battlefield with 3 additional +1/+1 counters on it, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So we could just end up finding our this is Singleton, one of Cradlehoof Behemoth, slam it on the board, everything gets big, and you crack and destroy your opponent for 1 billion damage. But there's other really good hits. Like, if you find Growth Chamber Guardian, it immediately gets the counters, and you can look for another Growth Chamber Guardian. But the best one is Joraga Warcaller. So you get Joraga Warcaller. It says it enters the battlefield, pending the kicker, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each time it was kicked. Other elves you control get a +1/+1. Get +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Joraga Warcaller. So if we turn Timber Symbiosis into Warcaller, we're effectively giving the entire board +3/+3 because it's going to come into play with 3 +1/+1 counters. This is a lord that adds mana. This is Azuri. You have a bunch of mana. You give everything trample, whatever. Not much else to say. The deck has been slightly upgraded with Nurturing Peatland, so you can sacrifice it. We got Guy's Blessing against those stupid mill decks. Shaper's Sanctuary is good to, hopefully it's going to be good against those removal-based decks. Hopefully. What else do we have here? I don't even look at this deck. I didn't make it. This is not my deck. Who made this deck? Somebody in the comment section threw up this deck to me. Somebody. Also, Draga gets a +1/+1 counter from Bramblewood. Yes, of course. We mentioned that. We talked about that. We talked about Bramblewood first. And also, Bramblewoods will get +1/+1 counters off of other Bramblewoods. Oh, you're a warrior too, Dwayne. Weather the Storm seems like a weird one of. Reclamation Sage, blow up those enchantments and artifacts, lead the Stampede, extra card advantage. Oh, this is the same card. Scavenging Ooze, actually probably is good against Uro. Eat up the graveyard, prevent them from getting an Uro on the battlefield. I imagine actually this deck should have an okay game against the Uro decks, unless you're in a Cryptic lock. That might be a problem. Because this deck has no way of flinging anything at the opponent. You definitely need to attack every turn. So actually Scavenging Ooze just might be important. Just make sure you eat up those Cryptic commands so they don't get Mystic Sanctuary looped. Excited, everyone? Okay. We're gonna go where no person has ever gone before. We're going into Modern with Elves to finish off 2020. Gonna finish off 2020 with a bang. Boom. We're doing it, people. I've spent the play points. We can't go back. Up Pasadon sent me the list. Saw this or something similar played by Marin Moon. Oh, okay. So you're not the OG creator was on my Coffee MTG channel, and what ended up happening is Chief ended up playing this deck. He called it garbage. Ended up playing the deck, got a 5-0 with it, and got published. And now other people play the deck. But believe it or not, this list that got I'm sure Marin played this list because this was a 5-0 list. This list originated because of well, I mean, it wasn't made on Coffee MTG. It was showcased on Coffee MTG, and I was like, you know what? This is great. This is awesome. Oh, Lumberjack is the OG creator. Well, look at that. You get a free Dono deck. We're up against Fluffy Wolf. Okay, prediction. Start prediction. Will opponent say that's not merfolk? Or something like that. Or something like that. Or something. Oh, it's going over my limit. No, we can only just... You guys get the idea. Go, one is yes, one is no. We can leave it for a little while, because I can see... Okay, prediction could be for 2 minutes. And I can see the chat, you guys can't, so... did we win the die roll? We lost the die roll. I don't win the die roll on either side. This hand actually looks pretty crappy. Ugh. This hand, like, doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like something I want to throw away. I mean, I curved directly into Collected Company. Oh, man. This is not an elf hand, though. I don't care. We can make mistakes. It's the holiday season. My problem is I have nothing to do on turn 1. Our opponent just mulliganed to 4, so there might be on Belcher or something. Or Tron. Maybe this will end up okay. If I draw a 1-drop, the whole hand redeems itself. It will redeem itself. Gamble your points. Can't gamble because I have a sword. Shit, a mountain. What is this? Prowess? We got nothing. Okay, Forest, go. How do you like that? Huh? Hmm? We have our warriors here, too. What the fuck? Basic... Oh, is this like... Well, it's not Luris Shadow. Runaway Steamkin. Okay, we're both bullshitting around here today. Boom! The Bramblewood is here. At least we're gonna curve directly into a Coco. Flamewake Phoenix. Oh, we're up against Hollow One. Hilarious. Should I keep my life total high? I'm gonna keep my life total high. We can overcome our opponent with our beefy hand here. This Collected Company is going to be gas. We won because our opponent mulliganed to 4, though. We're going to take whatever we can get, though. Where were you, like, a million years ago? These are all warriors. So if this thing dies in response, that would really suck. I think it's just better to go Coco, and the next turn, Warcaller into another Coco. Hiya! Go get him. Definitely do an NC lead. Oh, and Heritage Druids. We actually can do a little bit of something in this turn. On this turn. And now we get to tap some elves and get a little bit more nasty. Well, I can play the multi-kicker here. So actually, well, I don't want to play this. Maybe I'm just going to play this with multi-kicker. That's not bad. That's not a bad turn. Turns out I missed out on some damage. I could have got in for a little bit more. That's sweet board. That's a sweet board state. We are warriors. I looked up at the moon, and then I saw the sky, and then I spoke to me that the warriors, it's time to come after. You better beware of the warriors. I wish I could remember what the Ultimate Warrior said. I could better quote him. When I was a kid, it was a bunch of garbly gook anyway. Once upon a time, I stopped watching WWE, like, I don't know, when I was 8 years old. That's a long time ago. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall moved from WWF to WCW, and I was like, well, fuck this. I'm not watching this anymore. I was a huge fan of Diesel and Razor Ramon back in the day. Those were my absolute favorite characters, and when they both moved to WCW, I tried to look at it, and they were called by their real names. Like, I can't get into this. And I snap dropped wrestling since then. Vince McMahon, you fucked up. You fucked up. Okay. What the hell do we do here? Maybe some scavenging oozes? Okay, we got the crater in the... how are we sideboarding? Lumberjack, how are we sideboarding? I think... Ooh, Reclamation Sage might be okay to blow up the hollow ones. I don't even know what this does. Put 2 counters on a creature. Target player gains X life. Target creature you control fights another one you control. I don't think I care about that. I might want the oozes, though. Yeah, the Razor's Edge, the finishing move. I don't think they have that. They have remove. Well, maybe they do have a lot of removal. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna trim some of these mana dorks, because that could be wrong. Dwin's Elite seems fine. Growth Chamber Guardian might be okay. I really don't know. Lumberjack says, damn, the deck have changed a lot since sideboard wasn't optimal. Turn 1. Actually, maybe I want the mana dorks on the draw, right? Take something else out. Growth Chamber Guardian. Go screw yourself. Because on the draw, I want to catch up, right? But you need to kill Steamkin since they storm with it. Alright, interesting suggestion. Not a lot of mana in this hand. Not a lot of mana. Okay, our opponent did not say anything about, they said Merfolk Wizard prior to me playing an Elf. Or a Forest for that matter. So, you guys lost. Will opponents say that's not Merfolk? Nope, they didn't say shit. You lost. Nah, that's... It happens in the beginning or it doesn't happen at all. So we're gonna mulligan. This hand looks better. Keep. So... Actually, this hand sucks too. Oh no, we do have a collected company. So let's get to it. I'm down 30k already. Uh-oh, Flameblade Adept. Wait. Elf Druid. Alright, give a new hand. Our hand is the same. Happens to me all the time. I don't know what even changed. I got a turn timber over a forest, maybe? Almost nothing in my hand changed. Fuck your lava darts. Bramblewood. You can do good work here, Bramblewood. What do we got here? Runaway Steamkin. But is there hollow one? No. Okay, that's lucky. Reclamation Sage. Lava dart this. Oh, it's the Underworld Breach hollow one? Yeah, we can see it in the graveyard. See it in the graveyard. All right. Let me keep my cocoa. Oh, that's just great. I didn't get to keep shit. That actually was terrible. I really wanted more lands. Draw 4 cards, discard 3 cards at random. I still have the Sage, just in case they, just in case they play a hollow one. 7 damage. This is bananas. Menaces, I need 2 creatures to block. Yeah. Menace is evil. Okay, we got our land. Means we can, like, get a little something going. Maybe even gain a little life later. Okay, this is an elf warrior. We have a warrior. Well, on the other hand, I could just play Scavenging Ooze and eat the lava dart. Well, they got a fucking blast zone here? That's insane. Good thing not everything is... Good thing we can get out of range of that blast zone a little bit. Lightning Bolt, Goblin Lore... Is there anything I want to... Well, that lava dart is annoying. But not the end of the world. My warriors! Come together, my warriors! Well, this can't protect anything, so we might as well just play it. Attack for 2. Okay, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Huh? Come at me, bro. Holy shit. No fucking fear. That's insane. Does it have to turn every turn? No, it doesn't have to attack every turn. You gonna wipe the board? Hey! Wow, I could not predict that at all. That was bullshit. That was some very serious bullshit right there. Like, I'm speechless, really. Okay, is there anything in the graveyard I can eat? Okay, there's a blast zone on 2. Okay, let's get as much as we can out of this ooze. Our opponent's empty-handed, so... I'm not going to go after Lava Dart. Or maybe I could have got after Lava Dart. Maybe that's not ridiculous. That's not something I could have predicted. Okay, 1 damage at a time. Let's do it. Unfortunately, these are both at 2 mana. So I need to, like, exile everything underneath here. Or I can gain a bunch of life, too. Okay, so first I'm going to go after the Lava Dart. I might as well just eat up my own graveyard. Heritage Druid. Bramblewood Paragon. And hopefully our opponent doesn't draw Underworld Breach, but I think I just want to hit as much damage I can here. This costs 7. Yeah, we're a little bit far from there. It's just that I had a really big, like, I had a 3/3 creature there, and I attacked. I blocked with it. They top decked that Kozilek's turn, I think, or maybe not. I can't remember how many cards they had left in their hand. Pop. Pop goes the weasel. I think they sort of want to crack this right now, because if they wait longer, I might start eating more of my creatures, gain more life. Kozilek's return is ridiculous. That was a super blow. Mikey J for 7 months. What's up, fishy peeps? We got the Elf Warriors here too. The ultimate Elf Warriors. Oh, okay. I was getting excited that it was going to be enters the battlefield, discard your hand and draw 3 cards. That's not good for us. So we get 1 more attack. Well, this is 3 mana. That's nice. What do they have? They had Goblin Lore? No, they had nothing in hand. Okay, I'm just gonna let this resolve and then eat the damn thing. Eat! I eat you! Scavenging Ooze doing work. Work at Scavenging Ooze. Also, let's hope we don't die to this Flameblade Adept. And please play a... Oh, yeah, we're gonna lose that thing anyway. Okay, we have nothing. I really want them to play this hollow one so we get him with this Reclamation stage. You're not a warrior. Wait, we need a good top deck. Did they side out the hollow ones? Maybe. I'll block. I'm snap blocking this garbage. You better believe it. Now we have Pendelhaven, the interaction for Elvish Mystic. I have to say, I like how smooth this deck plays. Pretty smooth. I give you Jeff Bezos' ex-wife's money to support merfolk, and you pull this elf bullshit? Yes. It's Christmas. Oh, another Blast Zone? If you want to attack, you gotta blow the Blast Zone before we block. This is a crazy good card. Maybe every deck should be playing Blast Zone. That's weird. You blew up your Flameblade Adept. We got to keep the Bramblewood. Oh, we got a punt. Maybe we can capitalize on this punt. Heritage Druid. Oh, sorry. I was actually wanted Dwinnen's Elite. That's what I wanted. I just didn't know what I was calling for. No! Oh, I should attack with it first. What a punt. I punted now. We have a 2/2 creature on the battlefield. It's hard to play Magic. Well, what was the blast thing for? They should at least exchange with the Bramblewood pair. Go to damage, exchange this, then crack Blast Zone if they wanted to. Okay. Dwinnen's Elite. Got to get in there. Oh, that's going to be a great... Azuri's going to be great tech here. Because now we can regenerate our creatures. Okay, we just have to dodge, I don't know, an Underworld Breach. Yeah, it's Christmas. Don't see you running some Boros crap with some fat dwarf legendary creature. Good to see you playing the superior tribe in Magic. Hey, look, Merfolk is 0.05% of the metagame, or 0.5% of the metagame. No, I want to keep my Reclamation Sage. Oh my god, is this the moment they finally find a hollow one? We dumped 2 Reclamation Sage. I was left with a donut. I have a donut in the end. They dumped a Steamkin, though. We're up against Fluff. It's wolves versus forest creatures. Oh, we're gonna do this again, huh? I didn't gain anything. This is all garbage. Oh, actually, do you know what? The land is relevant because I can pump this thing up. So maybe the land is good. I mean, it is lethal. I mean, if they play a creature, they have to chump block. Hold on. Do they have another one in here? What's going on in the graveyard here? There's a lot. Ooh, there's a lava dart in there already. So you have to sacrifice a mountain. Okay. I guess it's gonna die because they have to sacrifice. They're gonna sacrifice 2 mountains. Oh, it has to be another target elf. I can't regenerate. You can't regenerate yourself? You're weak. You're useless. How pathetic that was. Oh, they discarded a hollow one. Okay, we're getting the beats in. Attack for 5. We're gonna attack for 4 next turn with our Heritage Druid. But thanks to Pendelhaven. Actually, it's gonna be difficult because they have a Lava Dart here, so I can't actually do it. I can only attack for 3. Well, it didn't matter because they only have one other Lava Dart in the deck or in the graveyard. Gotta attack each turn of Fable. All right, 2 turn clock for us. 1,000,000 turn clock for them. Oh, that's gas. That is gas, people. That is supreme gas. So I'm gonna deal with the stupid we have a Flamewake Phoenix in here too? Okay, I want to deal with the Lava Dart first. Where's your Lava Dart? I can't see it. You want to deal damage? No, they don't want to deal damage. Okay, so I'll just attack for... I'm just going to attack for 3 and keep the mana up just in case. Because there's some stuff in the graveyard. Okay, we win the match. We got it. We're already up a match with elves. Sand a little elves. So sand a little elves. If you're nice, that's fine. If you're naughty, they're gonna beat the shit out of you. That's all it is. They're warriors. They've been trained in the arts of kung fu. Bramblewood Paragon. Actually, did any special of the elf cards help us? Scavenging Ooze helped us. I have to say, I love Bramblewood Paragon. I think it's a pretty sweet addition to this deck to help fight through this garbage. And also, notice how the deck is built with a lot more 2-toughness creatures to beat this Lava Dart bullshit. Okay, wonderful first round. 1-0 on the board. Let's get on to round 2. Okay, let's do the prediction. The same prediction again. Same prediction. Will opponents say that's not Merfolk? And also we're 1-0 with what's it called? Win. That's a double win versus Hollow one. Sorry, Fluffy Wolf. It was either you or me, and you know what? I prefer to be you than me. Oh my god, we're up against all the streamers today. We're up against Aspiring Spike. Snap keep. Alright, how do we start this off? Boom. Okay, our opponent. Okay, Aspiring Spike. Oh, it's too. Oh, damn it. I did it too early. Okay, he has to say something. He's got to say something. We're going to wait on this one. Okay, so we're going to pass. Fatal pushes immediately. Snap. Didn't even think about it. Is it Thursday? Okay, we're going to go Elf. Then Bramblewood Paragon. This is going to be sweet. First, this seems to be a black deck. This card doesn't matter as much as I thought. As much as I was hoping. Spike not going to expect the Elves, that's for sure. Okay, this is a warrior. Everything's basically a warrior. Okay, let's attack first. I think the only way I get punished here is if my opponent plays removal here. I don't know if I want to take any damage. I'm going to hold on to this. Like, I think holding on to this as long as possible is going to be the best for us. So I'm just going to play the Growth Chamber Guardian and pass. And we'll get the +1/+1 counter if it's not interacted with. It's not interacted with. Sure. Immediate value. Immediate value. Turn Timber Symbiosis. Play. Okay. You know what? Okay, I take it back. We got a reaction out of Spike, so the prediction is going to be yes. If you said yes, you win. I jumped the gun a little bit, but we're going to choose the outcome. Is yes. The point is we just want a reaction out of our opponent, that's all. Clearly this is like, what the hell is going on? Surprise with Elves. We're on again versus Esper Elves. I hope there's like a bunch of counter spells in hand. We'll pay 3 life. Hopefully there's no Supreme Verdict in this deck. I should just pass. Make them deal with the board. Draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard an enchantment card. Hopefully there's no Force Negation in there. There is a Force Negation. Alright. Oh, he must be in a really bad shape. Just digging for crap. Is this a combo deck or something? There's a lot of weird cards in this deck. I guess I should keep Dwynen's Elite in my hand. Okay, let's attack. For 5. And I guess I'll play Bramblewood into Growth Chamber. Maybe this is what I should have done last turn. This will get more counters, and we can just keep looking for these Growth Chamber Guardians. I know, yeah, I know it creates a warrior, but I want to, just in case the board gets wiped, I want to keep this thing in my hand. Okay, so now we just have to avoid a cryptic lock or a combo. Because, like, this has to be, I feel like this deck is pushing for a combo or something. Just drawing a card. Okay, they're gonna get Fatal Push. But not get it. Okay, I'm gonna live and die based off of cryptic command locks. So they're going to, but they didn't even bounce Mystic Sanctuary, maybe, but maybe there's another one. So how much stuff do I want to put on the battlefield? If there's a lock, I don't think I can beat it. For good measure. It is nice that I can keep chaining these Growth Chamber Guardians together. This is a main phase gifts ungiven. Okay, what's going on here? Colossus Fight, Goro's Vengeance, the Bruna. When it attacks or blocks, when we attach to any number of auras. Oh, did I play against this deck once? How many auras are in the graveyard? Colossus seems to be some one-shot kill. Aha, I see. Has flying and vigilance, and I have nothing with reach. Concede. Alright. We know we need to go all out fast against this. This is not some control deck. This is a combo deck. So what are we going to do? I could have some Reclamation Sages that we can, like, Coco into. There's not that much spot removal. Maybe there is. Yeah, I should bring in all the oozes. I don't think I care. I might care about Reclamation Sage. It seems poor. Ooze is only as good if it lives. I don't know if it's gonna live. But what do I get rid of? Azuri, maybe? Not a huge fan. I have no idea what I have to take out. Whoops, I want the Mystic to go to Heritage Druid. I have no idea what I'm supposed to take out here. Okay, hold on. Choose one. Target player gains X life, where X is the greatest power among creatures they control. I need to get to 26 life. Target creature you control fights another creature you don't control. That might be useful too. Let Spike attack next time. Why? Just to see the victory? This unfortunately is sorcery speed. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard to their library. Draw a card. That could be useful, but it's sorcery. I sort of want to bring this card in. Choose one. If this spell is kicked, choose any. Target creature you don't control. It just seems so bad by itself. I just want to race. I don't really want to interact with this combo. I just want to win before the combo gets online. Where did this card go? Okay, let's just submit this. Oh, officially? Okay. Ooh, this hand's rough. This hand's also sort of rough, but I guess we'll keep it. I guess we have to dump Greater Hoof. So now that I know that I'm just racing him, maybe this game will be a little bit different. Although I have to admit, this is not a very good racing hand. Everyone has scoop before it's been attached. Well, why? You know, you see the writing on the wall. Interesting. It's not the most beautiful card, but it's a card. This is actually a pretty crappy card to have on top of my library. I'd rather have the Dwindon's Elite on top of my library. Maybe we'll bottom this. Four, I need 7. Alright, we'll wait. Unturned Timber. Everyone wants to see the jank go through. What's his score so far? The fairy! One played against Blue-Red Prowess. Cool. Alright, this is where we're up against Cryptic Commands. We needed to win before turn 4. We failed. Oh, crap. Are we just dead now? Alright. If he's got it, I'm gonna let him, you know, do whatever. Probably he's got it. Or unless this is a value gifts. Oh god, this is worse. Interesting. Okay, so it's just, so it's actually still an Unburial Rites deck. So we'll have a Dwindon Elite at the end. I'm so effing close to this Turn Timber Symbiosis. So this is useless. It just dies on the spot. Alright, pass. Damn, Elesh Norn is still good. I think we might, well, I don't know. Might have had a better chance game 1 if I knew what the hell I was up, if I knew I was more up against a combo deck than a control deck. But I don't know for sure. I would have just went like way more all in. Well, there's an Ether Gust, but there's not much I can do about that. Well, it's still good against Tribal. Like, I felt the wrath of Elesh Norn before. Elesh Norn in, like, Legacy. Pretty annoying. Or Dwindon's Elite is so good. So big. Mystic Sanctuary into another Gifts. Oh, I guess there's no, Snapcaster Mage into... Okay. That works too. I don't have many choices against this Gifts deck. I'm glad I didn't bring any of those. Was there anything else I could bring in? It's very hard to bring something in for a matchup I have not a damn clue about. I don't think these other cards are any good. Well, I can't give you Gory... Well, maybe I can give you Gory's Vengeance. Why the hell are you giving me the choice? Put 2 cards into the graveyard? Okay, so the idea is with Radical Idea, you can cast it from the graveyard by discarding a card. Then you just draw a card? I don't get it. So you're going to discard this. Oh, maybe you have the creature in your hand already. That's the deal. Anyway, I can't give them Mystic Sanctuary because then they just play Mystic Sanctuary, put the thing on top, and then draw it with Radical Idea. The game goes on. 1 life. It's interesting. So there's still an Aether Gust in hand. Yeah, this is a very unusual deck to be up against in the metagame. Look at that. This Dwinn's lead actually is something. Oh, God. Cryptic is not easy. Okay, so do you got it? Do you got the super combo? Equip your beautiful flyer. Gross Vengeance. You can't put the thing on the battlefield now. Is there anything in the graveyard? Nothing. How did this happen? Attacks or blocks may attach any number of auras on the battlefield. You may attach it to any number of auras on the battlefield, and you may put onto the battlefield attached to it any number of aura cards. You could enchant it from your hand, graveyard. Oh, or hand. All right, boom. 27-27 coming my way. Unblockable. Well, I don't think Gutshot would have changed anything. Extra buffed up by the Elves Norn. Aspiring Spike wins the match. Good games. Well, that was not on our radar. Okay, so we lost versus... I'm just going to call that a gift. Unburial Rites. We're 1-1. But my spirits are pretty high. Because we are playing Elves. Actually, the deck is really, really smooth. It's ridiculously smooth. Esper Bruna's Vengeance. Okay, I will... Esper... I'm just going to call it Bruna's Vengeance. That's totally fine with me. You know, it's funny. If I was sleeving up Merfolk for that game, that could have been totally different. But today I have Elves. Spike did an impression of you? How? I'll have to go check it out on the replay. Okay, get your predictions. Again, we'll do the same one. Will my opponent... Like, basically, can we get a reaction out of the opponent? Is that not Merfolk? Okay, hold on. We have to stop everything to see Spike's impression of me. Hold the music.
It's kind of just the read I'm getting with this pause. Veil doesn't stop Aethergast, and Nikachu's saying, why doesn't Veil stop Aethergast? This is why I should be playing Merfolk. That's my Nikachu impression. Kind of just the read I'm getting with this pause. Veil doesn't stop Aethergast, and Nikachu's.
Sweet. I love it. Okay, let's get back to business. You know, believe it or not, I have gotten Ether Gust cast against me once playing Merfolk. Because with Simic Merfolk, I do have some green cards with Commander Speaker and Merfolk Mistbinder, but it's so rare. It has happened before, though. I was like, yeah, I guess I have I have green cards in my deck. $800 channel points. Is there a way I can make a channel points leaderboard? I think that'd be pretty cool. So far, we're 50-50 on a reaction from the opponent. Wow, yes is like a huge favorite here. Like good money-wise. No lands. No threats. But we did win the die roll. I have to mulligan. This is terrible. Okay, we can work with this. We actually need green mana here. I mean, that we could draw it. I'm gonna dump Draga. Okay, definitely Zuri's getting dumped. Okay, whatever. We'll do it this way. Okay. Oh no, 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 no! I clicked through the turn. I got confused. I'm sorry. That happens once in a blue moon. What is this, Burn? We might be up against Burn. Why did I think it was my... I've been losing the die roll so often, I just thought I never win the die roll, that's all. Well, not too many punts. Well, you make a lot of punts when you make mentions of it. Okay, we have something to do on turn 1. My spirits aren't high looking at Lyris anyway. I guess... it still matters. Like, that turn I would have played a Bramblewood instead. I'm not kidding, is this Burn? With Lyris? Could still be Shadow. This is going to be a terrible matchup. It should be brutal. Well, that would have been great, actually. So if we were on the play and we got turn 2 Paragon out and they did nothing about it, this would have been great. I'm a little distracted. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, it's okay. This is Santa's Little Elves. I have faith. We're gonna make the big comeback. I think it is like, well, no, yeah, I did push on my keyboard a button. Okay, they took the Paragon. They smelled fear. Oops, I shouldn't have shown that. That's okay. So we're gonna play Gross Chamber Guardian, attack for 1. Because this was an unknown card. Now they know I can play the multi-kicker on this. Among other things. Wow, they got a lot of Swiss beers. This is Swiss beer world. So many Swiss beers. Yeah, we don't need that turn. If they like push something here, probably there was nothing we could do in this game, even if I did play something on my turn. Because this is just too much interaction. But this is like why Elves is in trouble anyway. Boop, boop, boom, boom. Okay, so Elf. Cast with multi-kicker. I'm on defense. That is great. 10/10 creature we have to deal with. And a Bullmat Courier. Well, I can block two things. They didn't even want to attack into us. They were so scared. Okay, let's just go to the next game. This is ridiculous. There's no chance we're coming back from this. Okay, so Scavenging Ooze is a must. Maybe Weather the Storm is not too bad. Just randomly gain life. Actually, I like this Inscription card now. I'm gonna take out, like, I think a lot of the mana dorks. I'm gonna take out Heritage Druid. I expect that, like, we never have a bunch of creatures on the battlefield anyway. I'll keep some elves. We have 17 lands. I don't want to take out too many mana sources, but I gotta take out mana sources. Maybe we'll get rid of this Crater Hoof. That's never coming out. Weather the Storm is in today's... Yeah, it is. Oh, I mean, this is not really a red deck. This is like base black with a bit of red. But the point is, if I gain enough life, then Scourge dies, or at least shrinks it. Well, this looks like a Lead the Stampede deck. But, like, what do I get rid of? The problem is, this is... The thing about Shadow is it's attrition, but it's tempo. It's like, it's so tempo. Azuri seems too fragile, but in the late... Well... Whatever. Okay, we'll bring in some Lead the Stampede. You know what? I don't want to bring in Lead the Stampede, to be honest. I have some Elves. Just so I can, like, curve out. Okay, I'll submit this. No, I'm definitely going to keep Archdruid. Archdruid looks great. Buffs the board, and it's a 2/2 creature by itself. This hand is quite a-okay to me. Let's get this Shaper Sanctuary out on the board, and hope that it just helps it draw us gas for the rest of this game. Hand is not too bad. So my problem with Stampede is I expect to die with cards in my hand in this matchup, so I need to be a little bit more interactive than that. It's not a very interactive card. Very surprised that they went for that card. I'll go with Growth Chamber this turn because it's the most mana efficient thing I can do. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can play Nettle Sentinel into Dwynen's Elite. Want to kill my creatures? Go for it. They're watching. They're waiting in the weeds. You see them? They're spying on you. It's just a bunch of people watching your Death Shadow orgy that... Necro... I don't know what that word is. Having sex with dead people. That's what this deck is. Ha! Value! Absolutely. That's value. Oh my god, this is gas. Maybe this deck is just going to remind me that Shaper Sanctuary is the solution to all our problems. Aren't there merfolk in those art? Yeah, you're right. They're plant merfolk. They like that sort of thing. All right, we got a little something going on here. We got a little something, and we might even go Elvish Archdruid. If they don't kill it, we turn Timber them. No, they're going to get their Elvish Archdruid. This should protect me, too, my hand as well. Whenever a creature you get targeted, we draw a card. Draw 2 cards, sure. No attacks. You're scared. That's a sign of fear. Go all out. We gotta be very careful with these Nettle Sentinels. I don't understand this. I'm gonna kill your Swiftspear. Because you have to cast green spells in order to untap your stuff. Untap Nettle Sentinel, anyway. Alright, not looking too bad this time. Don't know. I really don't know how much Shaper Sanctuary is helping us. But did they set up like a big Kozilek's return? That would be a big poo-poo. And they forced me to use my Pendelhaven. Maybe they set up the trap. Oh, they're going to take my turn Timber Symbiosis? You got it. No, they set up the trap! That's fucking lame. Well, this is a very sad card. I'm gonna play it. That was so sad. Wow, ban Kozilek's return. This is actually getting... I'm tired of this card. It's so rude. Okay, Lurrus goes to hand. Well, this is not too bad. Cast a multi-kicker. Was not a bad draw. Oh, you got something. Oh, that's not too bad. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit too late by next turn. Better than nothing, though. At least Shaper Sanctuary's making this a game, because otherwise, I mean, everything would be gone. That Kozilek's return. How about that Kozilek's return? That was brutal. And this deck just doesn't care. Two Swiftspears. I think we're gonna start with Scavenging Ooze. And pass. There's nothing in here. We're gonna quickly be out of range of like a lot of stuff. What the F is Bruna's Vengeance? It was like some sort of brew that Aspiring Spike was playing today. Yeah, Kozilek's... That Kozilek's thing is just brutal. Our opponent is cycling their Bomat Courier. Okay, so at damage step, if they sack this, we're gonna eat their Bomat Courier. So they don't get another one. Ha! I eat you! I eat you! You ant! I eat you, you're ant! They planned on getting that thing back with Luris. Didn't work out for them. I feel like we're so close yet so far. Okay, I'll attack with Ooze. And then, like, see how they block. Sure. Well, these are both warriors, so... I also gotta eat this thing before they get to put it back onto the battlefield. Okay, Scavenging Ooze has sometimes been the bane of my existence in some matchups. Do you play Beast Whisperer? Nope. No Beast Whisperer in this list. This is Warrior Elves. The Warriors! See, like, we couldn't even empty our hand in that game. I don't think we should play Lead the Stampede. What happened, though? Well, what happened was... Actually, we would have got crushed if we didn't have that turn 1 Shaper Sanctuary. That was everything. Yeah, the Whisper's out. This is a warrior-based deck, though. Ooh, this hand's tough. I think I'm going to keep it anyway. But we sort of need some green mana for this Shaper Sanctuary. Come on, Green Source. Or, come on, Llanowar Elves to live one turn. They might just take the Shaper Sanctuary knowing, like, that could be the end of them. I mean, the hand overall, see, they took it. They're like, we're not risking this. This is exactly why I lost last game. We're not going to repeat history here. Oh, by the way, our opponent didn't react at all. So no reaction means the no's won this one. Nope. Holy crap. They're gunning for our elves. Comes Death Shadow. Turn 2 Death Shadow. Easy. Easy with this deck. Congratulations, D Canadian Bacon. Don't spend it all at once. What to do here? I wish I could give my opponent life. Well, Scavenging Ooze is not beautiful. I think I need to take one more hit and hope my opponent doesn't have any removal. Scavenging Ooze is like... is a sort of meh. Because I only have one green source for, like, gaining life. So I take at least 6, maybe 7. And, like, hopefully I can play Growth Chamber Gardens for a long time until I draw enough lands I can play, I don't know, multiple things at once. And I need my opponent to not have any mana. Or, sorry, have any removal. I think that is it. I now have to chump block for eternity. This is 10 damage. Team Rebel, yeah, it's over. Rakdos Shadow does what it does. I wonder if there's going to be a ban here. I'm not lying. Like, this is a bit much. Then we return to the details. Poor tribal decks. Well, not even the tribal decks, just the creature-based decks, period. It's too fast. It's like Delver was never this fast for a deck that's so mana efficient. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the records. We didn't get completely crushed. We did win one, right? Rakdos Shadow. We're on the back foot, but that doesn't mean that's how it should end. Oh, Aspiring Spike rating. You're done your league already? But that must have been a super fast league with your what did we call it? Or not the Bruna's Vengeance. Bruna's Vengeance. I was most of all the things I was expecting, that was not one of them. It's not even Thursday. Yeah, that's what I was calling it too. Well, I just took the name because apparently that's what you guys were calling it. Right, we're on the die roll. Hand is beautiful. Let's keep it. Anything with Collected Company, I get turned on when I see Collected Company. That's good stuff in my book. Actually, the hand is just good in general. It looks like a good health hand. If I don't have to mulligan, it's good. Thank you very much, everyone, for the follow so far. So, 7 Hitman, Skeleton, End of Turn Impulse. It's a very magic name. Lever number 1, Iceman, The Old Regime, Longshot, and It's Me Neon. Alright, we're up against another Shadow deck. Or maybe this is Hollow One. Because a lot of the Shadow decks these days don't want to play Street Wraith for Lurrus. That's a big change. You know, the fact that they want to forfeit Street Wraith for Lurrus, that's nuts. Okay, come on. Let's go. Come on. Bobble all you want. Bring them on. At least I have a pretty formidable hand to a lot of nonsense they might be trying to do. Okay, let's use Elvish Archdruid as a distraction. They'll probably kill it, and then we can follow it up with a maybe a Collected Company. Second Swift Spear. Who would have guessed that the Shadow would play a life gain creature instead of a Street Wraith? You know, I know. No, they're taking the Collective They're going to take Collected Company, but they can't hit the Archdruid now. So now we could go next turn, Paragon, tap Archdruid, play a Jiraga Warcaller on 2. So that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. We can attack for 3-ish. Well, hold on. Maybe I can get more out of this. This is going to be a big one. This is a big boy. 5/5 creature. Not bad. 6/6. You thought you were big? I'm bigger. Maybe I should have just attacked this turn. Attack for 4. Oh god, what does this mean? Okay, so you kill this. No, can I just block? Okay, if I block and you lightning bolt it, How the hell can I lose here? You're playing with Crash Through, so there's a Lava Dart? No, no, you're not playing with Lava. Or there could be a Lava Dart, so... Fetch, Lava Dart, Flashback. That's 2 damage, that's 8. Mutagenic Growth? It's probably... Yeah, Mutagenic Growth is probably the most likely option. This is not an Elf brew, per se. It was a brew of like a month or so ago. Okay, so if I block... Well, if they play Mutagenic Growth, I think that's fine. Okay, let's block with the Bramblewood. Because, I mean, if you die, it's not the biggest deal. Okay, there is the Mutagenic Growth. Oh, shit. Am I gonna die to Temur Battle Rage? It's 12 damage. But you need one more free spell to win. A miscalculation. You see the tap into the untap. That's a miscalculation. And we might see the concede. If Elves can scrap through a win game 1 versus Shadow, although this is more of like aggro Shadow than we might have a better chance against this deck. If they're just trying to goldfish, maybe as long as they're not killing our creatures, we have a chance. My opponent says, you're at 1. I know. Okay, so prediction, they didn't say anything. So the no's win. Oh, we didn't even start a prediction. Sorry about that, everyone. We didn't even start a prediction. No one could gamble. Do I still bring in the Shaper Sanctuary? I think yes. Assume Missouri is pretty crappy here. Leave everything else. Not bad. Just goes to show people all the time still valued life too much, and most didn't realize it's just a resource. Heck, life gain without going infinite is still a pony strat, so many new players fall into it. Yep. The pony players. Ramp, ramp. Sure. So next turn I'll play Nettle Sentinel and Elvish Mystic. We'll get into Collected Company range. Time is the commodity in Modern. Yes, it is, actually. Time is a huge resource in Modern right now. If our opponent doesn't have a Shadow in hand, maybe we are in okay shape. Okay, forget that. They have a Shadow. So we lost our big bomb card. And, well, I guess I could have double blocked. Okay, I can play 2 things this turn, so it doesn't look so bad. Play... Yeah, I'll play Growth Chamber Guardian. Phone is good. Waits on the Thoughtseize. Well, they sort of have to in their particular build. Given that you have Swiftspear, there's no point in playing it on turn 1. I will start chump blocking. Or do I chump block? Yeah, just... Let's be careful here. Unless maybe I could have made a huge gang block. Ooh. Big Scourge of the Skyclaves. So I can adapt... to get another one of these things. Elf. Got a bit of a thing going on here. So I have to chump block the Scourge, but I don't have to chump block the Death Shadow. Okay, forget that. We dead. Okay, but that's okay. It's alright, everyone. Because we're going on to game 3. So is there anything... What does this say? Target player gains X life where X is the greatest power. I don't like this card in the sideboard. I need creatures on the battlefield to make this work. That means I have to kick out something else. Hand is awkward. Let's keep it. Let's hope there's no Kozilek's return. We will get crushed. I know I can. Oh, that's oh, that's interesting. So I screw. So, and they're not even playing with Luris. Oh, so actually I'm supposed to bring this in. Target player gains X life with X is a great monger of. That's interesting. Okay, so I have messed up the sideboarding. This is exactly the matchup for it. I will play an elf. I can play Elf Heritage Druid, and then the next turn I could play either Growth Chamber Guardian and or Collected Company. Man, I needed you guys like last game. Or sorry, last match. Another Thoughtseize. Oh, Fatal Push. Well, as was mentioned earlier, we have a good Thoughtseize. We have a very good Shadow opponent. Blink Thoughtseize turn 3. Damn, we're just not getting anything on the battlefield. Oh, and they still have Shadow. So, well, they would very likely would at least they would Thoughtseize that removal spell from our hand, but at least they would it would probably deflect them from taking our what's it called? Our good stuff, like Collected Company. No blocks. Do you have another Teamer Battle Rage? They've had it every game. Holy shit. So what is this? A lot. Oh, we're dead. Okay. I saw enough. Death Shadow aggro me out. But we definitely could have sideboarded better against this deck. How do we beat this thing? How does any deck beat this thing? Okay, so loss. Sorry, it was win, loss, loss versus Rakdos Shadow. How many times have we played against Rakdos Shadow? Twice this league. I think twice in the last one as well. You're ruining our league, Rakdos Shadow. You're ruining our league. Santa little elves. Shadow. How are all the children supposed to get their gifts if you're blowing up the elves? You're against the spirit of Christmas. Children are going to wake up and see that the cookies and the milk have been uneaten. Uneaten, people. The elves didn't work very hard to do anything. Oh yeah, that's true. It didn't feel like Jund because they just have some... Well, okay, they had become immense. I'll change it. I'm not going to consider mutagenic growth, but they showed us... We can keep this. They showed us that they had what's it called? Become immense. Oh my god, we're in the mirror? Or is this... Oops. Alright, we might be goldfishing here. So, elf. Okay. Okay. Okay, / prediction. Same prediction. Will opponent... We'll have the That's Not Merfolk one. Gruul Turf? Oh, we're up against Amulet. Okay. So how well do we race in this matchup? Okay, so we go Heritage Druid, for sure. I've seen this on TV. Then they go like, Dwin's Elite, make a few Elves. Then they add a bunch of mana. Then, I don't know, they play more creatures. Okay, that's the best I can do. Valakut destroys you? Well, not if I kill them before they destroy me. So let's see how big of a turn they have this turn. They might have a big turn. That could be the start of a big turn. But no, they have yet to play an Amulet. Bajuka Bog, not particularly good against me. Okay, so what's the best use of all my mana? Coco for some lords? I don't think I can do anything with this thing. Or do I play Nettle Sentinel, add 3 mana, play Azuri, add another 3 mana, play Coco? I can also just attack here. No, we got a Coco first. Maybe find a Lord. And maybe just attack, and then try to win the following turn. Nettle does combo. Okay, so how much mana can we make? We play Nettle first. We tap. We play Azuri. Okay, let's do this. So, Heritage Druid, tap, tap, tap. Play Azuri. This is sort of free. So this is less expensive than I think. Then we can go again, Heritage Druid, we'll go tap, Tap. Tap. Oops, undo. How far can we undo? Go pretty far. Let's attack with everything. Would you like to block? Oh, you do like to block, don't you? Oops, hold on. Do I have to float the mana? Okay, let's find a delicious lord to smoke the Azusa. We do find at least one lord and a bramblewood. Yeah, that's gonna do. Okay, so even if there's a Primeval Titan, like, we're going pretty wide here. Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls Titan is one thing I do not care about. What does the opponent gain by blocking? I don't know. They force me to play Coco and show me what they have to deal with. Okay, if the last card in their hand... No, it doesn't matter. I think this is it. Like, because I don't know what they can do. Oh, they can make a bunch of zombies, maybe? But I still have this Azusa. It is going to cost me a little bit of mana. So they can get 2... Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they can only get a field and something else. So create 2 more blockers. Azuri, yeah. We have Azuri. The leader. Yeah, and Valakut and all this other stuff doesn't matter very much. Oh no, they already had this on the battlefield, so they're just gonna 2 zombies anyway. If I just swing out, do I just win? 3, these larges is 2, 4, 2, 4, 7, 9, 12, more than enough. Okay, I just have lethal as is. Do I have another elf here? Oh, just one liner elf. It doesn't matter. I'll just attack with everything. 3, 6. This is 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 12, 14, 16. Why not? I can attack with everything. I'm going wide. Like, it doesn't matter. Also, I can give regeneration anything that I want. It's 16 damage. They can't gain life. See? I could pump, but that takes more work. So what do we want in this matchup? Maybe Reclamation Sage? You know what would really help if Dryad of the Elysian Grove... Is Dryad of the Elysian Grove an enchantment by any chance? I don't remember. It is an enchantment! You've been an enchantment this entire time and I didn't know? Why am I, like, looking at like, I can play this in Merfolk! I'm not lying. I can play this card in Merfolk because I have Shamans in my deck. I can go... like, both Kamena Speaker and Merfolk Mistbinder are Shamans. So I can go Cavern of Souls Shaman easily. Try to the Elysian Grove. You are gonna die. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, what is the least useful creature here? Maybe this growth chamber garden, because this is like trying to grind, and we're not trying to grind. We're just gonna go. We're gonna hoof them. We're gonna just put a big board on the battlefield and hoof them. We go race. It's a race. I think that's it. Yeah, our opponent didn't say shit. They didn't say anything. Sorry about that, guys. Whoever said no lost the prediction. A lot of people chose no. You were right. We have 2 shock lands in our hand. Or bolt lands, I guess. Turn 1 Sentinel. Turn 2 Dwyn's Elite. This is not a very explosive hand, though. Turn 1 Sentinel. I like the Reclamation Sage, though. But it's not that great. I'm going to mulligan this. I don't really like this hand. Okay, I can get behind this. This is more explosive. I think against this deck we want Explosion. Boom! We need... This deck needs to act like diarrhea held in for like 2 hours. And it's just going to go complete boom on our opponent. We're going to keep this. So we're keeping Collected Company. Do I toss? Okay, turn 1. So Heritage Druid and Nettle Sentinel are buddies. I have to keep 1 land. So turn 1 Elf. Turn 2 Heritage Druid Nettle Sentinel. So Paragon can go. I hope that's the right move. The next stimulus check is probably going to be channel points. Oh shit. Double Amulet of Vigor. That should have been a prediction too. Will the Amulet deck have 2 amulets versus me? Which is almost always the case. Okay, so... Oh no, are we short a mana here? This is so close to being good, but yet so far. Yeah, let's hope we don't die. One Titan, maybe 1 Karoo land. Well, that's not a Karoo land. That is a lot of colorless mana, though. Okay, we have to... Apparently, we got to beat our opponent before... What can you do with colorless mana? More amulets? Karn? Karn? What are you going to do with Karn? What are you going to do with Karn? Walking Ballista, maybe? If we draw Glimpse, we win? Sure. We won't. Damping Matrix. Activated abilities of artifacts and creatures can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. Let me double check this. You okay there, buddy? Okay, I might have screwed up. Maybe I was supposed to play Nettle Sentinel, Elvish Mystic last turn and hold up the Heritage Druid. I see the errors of my ways now. So now I can play Nettle Sentinel. I also should have some plan for killing this effing Karn. Which is a bit difficult right now. as I tapped the 2 creatures that could attack it. I mean, I could still ignore Karn and just play like a Collected Company at end of turn. But I can still just play a Collected Company, period. Maybe I can find a Lord. Because I can tap all of these. Yeah, I can empty my hand. Okay, so... I find a War Caller, which is pretty useless right now. Dwindon's Elite. I guess we get Dwindon's Elite and a Nettle Sentinel. Because you don't have multi-kicker. It's too bad. Okay. You're not going to bother anyone anymore, Karn. You're not going to bother anyone anymore. Unless you're going to play your Damping Matrix to block next turn. Well, they can't get engineered right now. I doubt they have it in their hand. Okay, how much damage do we have on the battlefield? 5, 8, 10, 2, 4. Oh, we have lethal. I think their best play is going to be to play this Damping Matrix, turn it into a creature, so they can defend themselves. And even then, so it's going to be like 2, 5. Well, they're going to sacrifice the Amulet of Vigor. Oh, now they play the Dryad. Do you have 2? No, you don't have 2 lands. This will do nothing. Okay, this is going to be an interesting turn. Because we know they have a Damping Matrix in hand. So I can sacrifice this. Okay, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting turn. Because I do want to kill this Karn. Okay. Let's crack. Let's see what we draw. Anything good? Not really. This does nothing. Well, actually, we can play it for free, I guess. I have 3 Nettle Sentinels. I have to say, this is a bit fun. So I have nothing to use this mana. Okay. Let's do the let's calculate some stuff. I should actually kill this Karn at the very least. So we should send a few 2/2 dorks there. Oh, did I screw myself? Was I supposed to hold on to this so that after combat I screwed this up. I'm learning, people. I'm learning. So what you do is you attack with the Nettle Sentinels first, and then you play the elf so you can untap them. Because now if I don't draw an elf, well, nothing. I don't get anything. I need to send 4 creatures at Karn. And I send the rest at my opponent. And let's attack our opponent. Everything else. I'll keep the Elvish Archdruid alive. Pseudo Vigilance. You know, given how this matchup went, okay, I wish I sided in these Inspiration of Abundance, but now that I know what this card does, there should be 4 of them in this deck. Beat the stupid Death Shadow garbage. They're in such rough shape. Okay, they have no Titan in hand. Their hand actually is garbage because they've got no Titan. And if they draw like 1 land, it doesn't matter. It won't trigger Valakut. And they have the stupid Damping Matrix. Look at that. That's useless. Alright, play your Damping Matrix. I'm going to swing with my team. Well, okay, I might need a elf to swing with the team. But you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. That's so funny. Of all the things that they could get, they went for Damping Matrix. Okay, they scooped. We got it. Were we going to draw one? What were we going to draw? Elvish Mystic. We could have untapped our stuff and attacked with the team. Okay. Not too bad, really. I actually was really nice. This is actually a really fun deck to play. I really like how these elf decks play out. It's actually a lot of fun. It's a pretty cool deck, and I like that how, you know what? We still lost to those Rakdos decks, but I like that we still had a chance. And we weren't completely crushed. I mean, we got some wins in. We got, in both Shadow matchups, we got a win in. So if there was a little bit more luck on our side, we could just take the whole thing. I really love how we just stomped. We sort of stomped Amulet there. That was nice. We didn't even lose a game. We were up against the double Amulet draw and still got him. So I can approve of this deck. I just wish my sideboarding was better for the Shadow matchups. But outside of that, I mean, I think it's got a lot of stuff going for it. I don't know exactly where you bring Lead the Stampede in. I don't know, maybe a more traditional Jund deck probably works out. Historically, Elves was really good against Grixis Shadow, but these Rakdos decks with bolts are much tougher. Well, it's not just the bolts, it's just that they have a much more faster, reliable clock. Like, against the old Shadow decks, oh, maybe they have their Shadow in hand. Maybe they don't. But now, it's more like, okay, they have 100%, they have a Shadow. This is not even a question. 100% there's a Shadow. And maybe there's 2 Shadows. And often there's 2. So that's the problem now. The Shadow decks are just, they have multiple Shadows. And with Temur Battle Rage, just blow right over you. They always have Shadow now. Because they are so much worse in the games that they don't have Shadow. The game drags on. One side gets to do their thing. But now they always have a Shadow. And I'm seeing a lot of Shadow decks. Now the Shadow, guess what beats the Shadow decks? The Titan decks. That is just great. The deck to beat the Shadow decks are the Titan decks. You need to beat bullshit with bullshit, basically. Now the deck is -2 Azuri, +1 Hoof, Duraga, and yeah, we sided these Azuris out all the time. This is garb. This is like, you know what? Azuri, I could say it's like win more garb overall. -2 Azuri, +1 Hoof, +1 Duraga, and sideboard is 4 Shaper, 4 Beast Within, 4 Ooze. Oh, 4 Beast Within. That's interesting. What's the Beast Within for? I have no idea what that's for. Realm Waker will change the deck too. Yeah, maybe you could fit Realm Waker into this deck. Anyway, this is a pretty cool list. If you like Elves, I think you just have to dodge Shadow and Prowess. I mean, you could say the same thing about any creature-based deck right now. If there's anything that's oppressing the creature-based decks, it's Prowess and it's Shadow. Simple as that. But you don't always play against those decks. There's a lot of other things that you could play against. And that was really cool. You go Bramblewood Paragon, and then you just keep getting every Growth Chamber Guardian every single turn. Because it enters the battlefield with the counter, and you just keep getting those Bramblewoods. Sweet stuff. So, that's going to be Elves for today. Thank you very much for joining me. We're going to thank all my patrons and Twitch subscribers for supporting the channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, the ManaBase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, playing Elves this holiday season in Modern.